What's up, everybody? I'm gonna do a quick live stream. I'm not uploading today, so I figured saw on Instagram or whatever that UFC's doing or Dana White's doing an announcement in a couple minutes. So we'll see what it is. I'm assuming it'll probably be the Ultimate Fighter, but we'll see. See how that goes, I guess. Oh, I did not do that. Wait. Okay, I guess that makes you a subscriber if you whatever. I don't know. So UFC announcement in 2 minutes. I should probably get this off the screen. Let's move. Let's move this one. There we go. Can't see my tabs and shit. All right, so that's what we got there. I can't live stream it. So I'm going to go. I'll watch it on my other screen here. But hopefully I can do a live review of whatever it is, and I'll just turn it into a video or something. All right, we got like a minute left on it. I wonder what the announcement is. I'm assuming it's gonna be tough or yeah, an Ultimate Fighter, because that's what's been rumored recently. Unless they'll probably do like, oh, we're announcing Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush. Can you imagine that fight? It's gonna be great. But what did I just do? But I can imagine it's probably the Ultimate Fighter, because they've been talking about it a lot recently. I'm sorry, I lost my complete train of thought for a second. I'm trying to custom browser docs. Okay, I have to like input my YouTube chat every time I go live here so it can display it. All right, there we go. All right, we got, oh, it says we're just waiting for them now. So I'm assuming just like their press conference streams, they'll be a little late like they always are, but we'll see. But for right now, I haven't even started the Lewis versus Spivak research for that card yet. Let me pull up. Yeah, so let me pull up that card real quick, because they'll probably be late like they always are. So let me look through Lewis versus Spivak real quick. Looks like everyone else started streaming too. I'm getting notifications on my phone, so let's see what it is. Hopefully it's not. Stepping down from the UFC. All right, come on, UFC. Let's get this started. Come on. It's got to be McGregor versus Masvidal. He made it like a really big thing. So that's the assumption here. I'm hoping that there's some kind of notification or something. I don't know. What's up, Tehran? How you doing? I'm waiting for this. What's up, John? I'm waiting for this announcement that the UFC is doing. How's it going, John? I'm a son. Oh, I'm a sub. All right. Thank you. Waiting for this announcement. I think they're just going to be late again. Because they do the same thing with the press conferences. Like, they'll start like 20 minutes later. But my hope is... Oh, is that what it is? Conor versus Ferguson in the works for Tough? With Ferguson's post, there was like a little bit... Although he did say that he got offered the contract, it didn't feel like... Here, let me pull it up here for a second. Let me pull up the post. Let's see. What tab do I have this on? We might just get Ferguson versus McGregor after all. Yeah, we might. Go. Instagram. Oh. All right, it's gonna make me sign in. Let me look up. Let me go on Twitter actually. Tony. Let's see. I've been asked to coach on Tough against old fathead or anyone of my choosing. If that cake eating some bish wouldn't show Mac, what a vagina. Always ready, anytime, anywhere. I choose you, McKnacker. Okay. The Notorious MMA. So yeah, I guess he did get offered for the season. I think Ferguson deserves it. That's the least they can do for him. But since they have screwed him on so many occasions, give him his long overdue payday with McGregor. Yeah, I get it, but I don't know. Oh, okay. It's just my screen updating. Yeah, I completely get that. But I in all honesty, I kind of want Masvidal versus McGregor. I think that'd be a crazy build-up. Even though Ferguson versus McGregor would be a crazy build-up, I think Conor just pretty much walks through Ferguson at this point. But I think Masvidal versus Conor would be a lot more interesting, in my opinion. But let's see, they're 5 minutes late. Come on, Dana. Stop making us wait. I want to see. God damn it. All right, let's go over. He's going to take a while. So let's go over. Let's go over the Tapology card. Not Tapology. Let's go over the Lewis versus Spivak card real quick. Lewis versus Spivak. Yeah, until they start the stream for it. We'll hold this over here. I'll keep an eye on it. Once it gets ready, I'll put it up on the screen. So Lewis versus Spivak. I haven't gone through this one yet. Well, oh, we got Dennis Tululin on there. All right, I'll watch that. Tatsu Terra. All right, the first couple matchups are watchable at least, so I can just pay attention to him. I like Dennis Tululin. Who did he fight in his last fight? It was Jamie Pick. I think he like destroyed him in that matchup. Looked really, really good. We got. Yeah, I agree, bro. Conor walks through this version of Tony, but look at the bright side. Tony will make good bread, then he can retire. Yeah. I don't know. That's a weak card with Derek Lewis on. Yeah, 100%. It was supposed to be Chikadze versus Korean Zombie in South Korea, I believe. But I think Korean Zombie got injured or something, so they had to move it. And now this card starts at, what, 10 p.m. Eastern, so it's going to be super late. Card for the people on Eastern time will probably end at like 2 o'clock in the morning, so good luck. Good luck with that one. Luckily, I'm on West Coast, so it won't be too bad. But imagine if Tony beats McGregor. See, here's the thing. I would like to imagine that, but I feel like if you're losing to Nate Diaz the way he lost to Nate Diaz, it was very, I don't know. It's very disheartening to see that with Tony Ferguson at this point. Unless he pulls something crazy, I don't know. I think he just gets KO'd at this point. But you can only hope he wins. But in all honesty, probably the best Oh wait, are they putting the? Oh, they're putting the tournament on this card, aren't they? Is that what this is? I think they did the tournament in, where was it at? I'm trying to think. It was when they went to Asia. They did that tournament. I think they're putting it on this card, no? He looks sharp against Chandler though. Maybe that Ferguson can show up against Connor. Maybe he can, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a one-off for Ferguson because he thought he was gonna fight Jing Liang and ended up being 5 rounds. So maybe he was just tired or something. But man, and he was kind of fanboying out for Diaz, so it could just be like a, I don't even know what you would call it in all honesty. But Dana's lying to us. It's 5:08 p.m. now. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. They're always late, so it's not like, it's not that I'm not expecting it. I'm thinking it's gonna be a really big announcement, so that's why I went live for it. But yeah, Dana lied to us for sure. I was hoping, at least with the UFC, the information doesn't really leak online before Dana makes these announcements. So, let's see, Ferguson looked very good defensively against Chandler. He's beating him in every exchange on the feet. Yeah, for sure, in that first round. And then, I don't know. Hopefully, that Diaz fight was just like an anomaly or something. But that was really bad to watch. Like, I was not expecting Ferguson to look like that. But... And he looked, what was it? Tony Ferguson, UFC 279. He looked bad for it. Didn't he have like a bunch of fat on him in the photos? Yeah. Like he didn't even look good when he showed up. I don't know. Like he looked kind of fat. Like he didn't even look ready for a 3-rounder really. I don't know what he said in the press conferences, but he did not look good for this fight at all. I think it's going to be McGregor and Ferguson being announced for tough. Yeah. Ferguson looks flabby at 170. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, because he was moving up to 170. That's why he looks so fat. I'm trying to remember. I was like, why did he even do that? But yeah, he did not look good at all. And I don't even think he wants to cut back down to 155 at this point. So I think he's done, and I think he knows he's done. That's why he went to college and everything. Like I think he's ready. I in all honesty, I think, did the Chandler KO make him normal? Although he does do still like some weird shit, it felt like after the fight he was acting normal. Like I know he's putting on a little bit, but he also is, he's Tony Ferguson. I feel like Chandler's KO kind of made him like a normal person, like made him think about stuff outside of UFC or something. I don't know. But yeah, one last payday for Ferguson would be great. I hope Tony puts on muscle going into the McGregor fight if it happens. Yeah, you can only hope. But I thought they probably would have given Ferguson to like a Paddy Pimblett, in all honesty, because the way Ferguson looked in that last fight, you would think like the UFC would probably want to pull the trigger on. And we're Paddy Pimblett. Okay, it's 10 after now. What's going on? Come on, UFC. All right, let's look on Twitter. What do we got? There's a Tony Ferguson announcement, and then Tiramisu Tuesday. I mean, he's still working out. The uppercut, yeah, that was nice. It'd be crazy. Wouldn't it be crazy if Tony Ferguson won that fight there? What was it, like the 4th or 5th round? I think it was the 4th round, right, where he knocked down Justin Gaethje. Boom. Yeah, we'll see though. Yeah, because it's not even necessarily that he didn't look good in that Nate Diaz fight, but he like dove into the guillotine and didn't even try to get out. That was the worst part for me. Like, how are you? I don't know. I just don't get that. Maybe it's the thought of him going out because it is a guillotine rather than an armbar, but he survived the armbar. I'm glad they didn't do Chandler and McGregor for Ultimate Fighter because Chandler would be way too nice. Yeah, exactly. And I think it would be kind of like, did you guys see the video after the fight with Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler, where Dustin Poirier was kind of being a dick and he went up to him and was like, well, I guess Chandler was fighting a little dirty there, so he kind of went up to him and Chandler was like, you don't want to. He has pretty cringe trash talk. You can tell he doesn't really do that anymore. I think he used to do a little bit of trash talking, but it's not his natural thing. Still, no. Tony, on the other hand, doesn't like Conor, so I know they'll talk trash to each other on Tough. Yeah, I just want a good Tough season. If Conor's on there, or even like a Tony Ferguson, I think he'll make it interesting. Maybe a Colby, because even if I'm wrong, let me check this real quick. I'm pretty sure they were going to do Colby versus Bilal Muhammad on Ultimate Fighter. So I don't know. Maybe they're announcing that. What the hell? First day of Tony coaching the Tough House. Okay, so it's not Bilal Muhammad then, I guess. You know what? Actually, that's actually kind of... I never thought about that. I probably should have. Like, can you imagine what kind of training Tony Ferguson's going to put all the contestants on Tough? Can you imagine that? Jesus. That's perfect for the Ultimate Fighter, though. I can't wait. Just put someone entertaining on it so it's watchable. So there's at least some kind of beef. Like, they should have done Colby versus Masvidal last year and have it build up, but I think they really needed to fill a card for UFC 272, and they had nobody. So I guess that's why they did it, but they probably should have thought ahead a little bit. What was I looking for? Whatever. Bilal Muhammad's boring as shit. What do we got? New season of Ultimate Fighter where a former coach goes against his former student and current ex-BFF, Artem Lobov. Winning team takes the proper 12 company in the Lamborghini. Okay. Why am I even here? Go Gilbert Burns. I wouldn't, like, don't put Bilal Muhammad on Tough. Because unless you have someone outlandish like a Colby or a Conor, then you can put them on there where like they can overcompensate for his boringness. But had a great time coming back to Florida tonight. Nothing on the announcements. 15 pass. My guess is they'll probably land right on the dial. I don't think they'll. Who should I fight next? Colby, Bilal, backup for title, Masvidal. They want the Colby fight. The Colby fight would be pretty fun. I think Colby might win that one, though, but it should be really fun. Thanks for being a good friend. Okay. Yeah, big fight news coming. London. Maybe they announced the Masvidal Burns fight on the London card. Maybe they didn't offer Masvidal the Ultimate Fighter and he wants to go on the London card to try and get that. Try and get people talking about a title fight there, but no one will. I don't think the hype's not around Masvidal anymore. Especially after the shit he pulled. Conor coaching Tough, eyeballs. But I feel like the Ultimate Fighter would be perfect for a Masvidal or a Colby. You come back with all the legal stuff going on. I feel like that's just perfect. But yeah, like this would be fun. If they can't get Conor on it, this would be perfect for it. And whoever made this is really freaking good. It's a really good picture. But I feel like if you're doing UFC 30, gotta have a good Ultimate Fighter season. And also, let me look this up real quick. Oh, I didn't even look through this all the way. Yeah, Tatsuro Taira. I actually want to watch this one for sure. How many UFC fights has he had? Okay, so I can put them on the prospects list. He's gonna go on there for sure. I don't know about Dennis Tululin. He's a little older, isn't he? Isn't he like 30? Yeah, 34. He's pretty entertaining to watch. He's actually fought some really high-level opponents. He's fought... Look at all these names that he's fighting. Still nothing from the UFC. We have... What? Artur fought Kov, want to know. I guess I should go into better records. 9-3, Gene Patrick. Alaskab Kizriev, 13-0 prospect. Ikram Aliskarov, he's pretty good. Isn't he the one who lost to Hamzat Chimaev? Yeah. That's a decent loss to have. Still no announcement from the UFC. Wonderful. All right, let's go back. Who else we got on this card? Union Park, Mandy Bone. Zai, I don't even know some of these people. Duhu Choi. Lost his last 3. That's wonderful. Who else? I mean, this is our co-main event. Da Un Young versus Devin Clark, really? I mean, what the hell even is this? All right, I'm just not going to pay attention to this card. What a shit card. At least there's only 12 fights, so I don't have to break everything down. Look at freaking UFC. I was looking at this the other day. UFC 284, Makhachev versus Volkanovski. Look how many fights are on here. I think, is this another 15 fight card? I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, there's 13. It's fine. But what was the last card that we had? I'm getting notifications for something else. What was the last card we just had where... Oh, Brazil. The UFC Brazil. 15 fights, dude. I hope they don't do that again. And hopefully and even this, like under the main event, co-main event, Justin Tapa versus Parker Porter. Like, I feel like these are the 2 fights that are making it. For sure the main event is making this card. Jack Della Maddalena, 100% I'm watching. 100%. Not that I have a choice, but I'm 100% watching, and he's going in prospects list. Should be a fun one. Jack Jenkins versus Don Shainis. It should be it should be fun. Didn't Don Shainis come in short notice for his last fight? Yeah, against Sadiq Youssef. Still nothing from the UFC. Yeah, UFC 284 is a bad card for a pay-per-view. Yeah, it's pretty much just the Makhachev, Volkanovski, and the Yair Rodriguez and Josh Emmett that are the big names. Or at least the main event's the big name, but co-main event is decent names. But Justin Tapa versus Parker Porter, I think they're going to move this one around. It's still like 2 weeks out. So I'm not going to go too crazy on it, but... Oh, Tyson Pedro will definitely be on the main card, though. So I'll probably look... They'll probably open with Jack Della Maddalena, unless he's going to be the 3rd fight. And then they'll probably put Tyson Pedro on the main card. And probably move Jimmy Crute and Alonzo Menifield down. I don't know if people will pay $80 for... No. The UFC are not putting out any cards that are worth $80 at this point. Unless you're looking at UFC 280 and UFC... You could argue UFC 276 before... I think Robert Whittaker was supposed to be on that card, right? Robert Whittaker and Vettori. Oh, no, that was the card before it. But, like, this was a pretty good card, too. Like, a really great card. These were the only 2 that you could say that are $80 worth, but with the prices now, it's absolutely ridiculous. I guess it was $75 at this point, but $276 and $280 were the only cards that were worth the price amount. What do you think the Dana White announcement will be? I think it'll be the Ultimate Fighter with Conor McGregor and either Masvidal or Ferguson or Chandler. My hope it's Masvidal, but it could be Ferguson because I think they want to just give him a gimme matchup. But even if it isn't Conor McGregor, at least do like a Colby and Gilbert Burns or something. Like for Colby and Masvidal, they have the legal situation going on, and people will say like, why aren't these guys fighting? It's because of that, 100%. So with Ultimate Fighter, you can kind of hype their return a little bit into the octagon, and while they're still doing the legal situation, you can hype them in a little bit before they get in there. It will probably be Masvidal. Masvidal did say big fight news coming soon on his Twitter. We will see. Yeah, 100%. I'm thinking, I don't know, because Gilbert Burns put something in there. Like, Gilbert Burns wouldn't know anything about any of those situations, but Masvidal said big fight news coming soon. Gilbert Burns said London, which that would make sense too if they wanted to do that. Like, you could probably do a Gilbert Burns versus Masvidal on that card, short notice, because Burns didn't take any damage. Yeah, 22 minutes later. My guess is they're probably starting it at 3:30 or something, because I don't know what the hell this is, dude. But you can put, you would think that maybe Masvidal on the London card, if he wants to try and get the fight with Leon and try and do hype all that shit, which I don't think anybody wants to see at this point. Or he wants to do the Ultimate Fighter. But for Tony Ferguson saying he got offered tough, and Conor McGregor saying that, I just don't know who to believe at this point. I've heard, who have I heard? I heard Colby Covington, Bilal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns, Jorge Masvidal, Conor McGregor, and Tony Ferguson in a week that were all rumored. Well, the actual rumors were supposed to be Bilal Muhammad and Colby Covington. And then when Gilbert Burns called out Colby Covington for Ultimate Fighter, I think, I don't even know what happened there. But the rumor was it was supposed to be Bilal Muhammad and Colby Covington for Ultimate Fighter. Which I think I would want Gilbert Burns versus Colby on Ultimate Fighter, honestly. But tell me if I'm right or not on this or not. Some people don't like, what the hell? Some people don't like Colby, but I feel like it would be a huge mistake not putting him on the Ultimate Fighter before his career is over. Because I think at this point, actually I don't know if Hamzat's moving up or not, but I think at this point, I think his career is on the downslope. Not saying that his skills are falling off at this point, but I think he's coming towards the end of his career, especially after suing Masvidal. Let's see, how old is Colby? He's like 35, right? How old is he? 34. Like, he's getting at that point, and I don't see him fighting into his 40s. I don't see him fighting at 38. I don't see him fighting at like 37 either. So I think he has probably like 2 more matches in him, and I think he's done. I think he'll get paid from the Jorge lawsuit as he should. But did Conor really get hit while biking? No, I don't think he did. 100%, I don't think he did. Keeping an eye on the YouTube thing. Is it on Twitter? He probably did post on Twitter, huh? I don't think he got hit at all. What do we got? No, he didn't post it here. But I don't think he got hit at all. I think it's a PR stunt. I actually thought the Ultimate Fighter news was real because Dana White reposted it. So I don't know. I don't know at this point. But Dana White reposted it. So I thought, like, okay, maybe this is real. But then I saw the Jesse video. I don't know why I watched it, or the live stream. I don't know why I watched it, but he said that it's a really good PR stunt. And then the next day he gets hit by a car riding his bike, and it's not like he's going crazy on him. The bike doesn't even look too like broken. It doesn't even look that bad. And he's like, "Oh no, it's good, brother. It's good. It's good. It's good." He's like driving with him. He's like taking a video with him. It's so. Prime hydration versus UFC. Yeah, I saw Dana White at the last press conference. It looked like he was trying to hide it a little bit, but he had a Prime drink with him. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do that now. But what is that? It's not in competition with Gatorade, or not Gatorade. It's not in competition with Monster either. So should be fine there. Oh, UFC times Prime. Did they upload a new? I don't know. We'll see. It's 26 minutes after. Okay. Thanks, UFC. Let me check. Oh, I closed it. Okay. All right. Let me check for the last post-fight press conference. Oh, I'm sorry. It was, what was it? Oh, it was after Strickland versus Mavov. He wasn't in Brazil to do the post-fight. Yeah, he had the prime drink here. Yeah. And it turned around eventually. He didn't have it shown, but got to turn around. Oh. Wait. I think it started. I don't know if I can show it though. All right, we'll just show Connor's Twitter. They started, so it'll probably start at 3:30 here. Okay. I don't know if I can show it. What's the holdup? I don't know. Maybe maybe they said 3. Well, it was weird because he posted it. He posted the video at like 3:45 or something. What was the? Let me check. He posted. What was it, like a short? What time was this? Oh, it doesn't show. Yeah, it doesn't give a time, but I think it was like 15 minutes before. And he said it would be in 30 minutes. So I'm guessing they're just timing it at 3:30. They announced at 3, trying to get people to come in. Yeah. I saw him announce on IG. So I don't know then. Maybe I missed it. Let me check. I should probably create a YouTube channel IG, shouldn't I? No, that's another Colby advertisement. Because that's all he's dropping nowadays. What do we got? Strickland, no. Come on, start this shit. All right, it's 3:30. Let's go. Maybe go on the. I'll go on the UFC Instagram on my phone, see what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah, we're waiting. Come on, bro. Oh, wow. The UFC and Dana White are happy to announce Lady Mir as our first NIL ambassador. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so what I think it will be Ultimate Fighter announcement, and then they'll probably confirm Oliveira and Dariush. That's what they normally do. They normally make an announcement, the rumored matchups that'll happen, and then they'll confirm one of them. And then they'll probably leak one out or something like that. I don't know. They'll go Jorge Masvidal in London against Gilbert Burns. Or if they don't do Masvidal on Ultimate Fighter, of course. But I feel like especially for UFC, unless they're, think about this. Oh, wait, it's starting. All right, it's Derek. They're showing a Derek Lewis versus Sergey Spivak promo. But I think so. trajectory wise, when will UFC 300 line up? Because I don't think they would try and save it for that. But okay, what else we got? We got UFC 284. Yeah, there's no way they're saving that for UFC 300. That's like well over a year at this point. So yeah, UFC 30 International Fight Week. Do Masvidal versus Conor, Ultimate Fighter leading up. But yeah, they're showing UFC 284 preview right now. Okay. Okay, now I think it's a UFC 30 promo. They're showing like the first Ultimate Fighter. I'm watching it on YouTube right now. I have it on this tab right here. But I don't think I can show it on stream, so I just have the Conor fight announcement here. I just have I have the video on the other tab, so I'm watching it right now. All right, there we go. Let's see. Oh. He's breaking down the pay-per-view now. UFC 284. Look, he's got a whole ass setup around him too. Like this is probably some really big news, huh? It's not like when they're in their little space and they have like all the fights built up and it's just a little camera. This is like official, so it's got to be a Conor announcement, right? He's in like a little studio. UFC 285, John Jones gone. This has to be a Conor drop. He's like in an all official thing. He's prepared to get this sent around. The UFC is hoping that Cyril Gane does not beat John Jones. Even though you can argue Cyril Gane beat Francis Ngannou, they do not want Cyril Gane winning that fight. Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso. Yeah, we know about that. Bo Nickel fighting Jamie Pickett. I'm telling you, they pulled him off of that UFC 282 card to put him on the main card. They put him on the main card of UFC 285. I don't think he was injured. All right, now what? All right. Oh, he's going to UFC London now. He's about to. Okay. Oh, yeah, that card should be great, by the way. Yeah. I won't miss it, trust me. UFC London. Yeah, they got this all set up like they're about to announce it on ESPN, too. Has to be a Conor announcement, dude. Has to be. I'm not. All right. April 8th. Charles Oliveira and Dariush, they're going to announce it, right? Oh, okay. There you go. Pereira versus Adesanya. April 8th. Oh, co-main event Gilbert Burns, Jorge Masvidal. Wow. So it has to be, unless they're going to do Connor Chandler or Connor Tony Ferguson. Kevin Holland versus Ponzinibbio. Rob Font. Yeah, versus Adrian Yanez. Should be a good one. So no Masvidal for Ultimate Fighter. What? Oh, come on, dude. They baited us with this one. They completely baited us. But we know it's not going to be Jorge Masvidal, Conor McGregor on Ultimate Fighter. I wonder why they're not doing that. Maybe Jorge actually wants the title shot. There's no way, but they said cut Colby in the chat. Shut the hell up. So what do you guys think? Damn, that's really it, huh? All right, let me look back through this. All right, let's hear about this April card again. April 8th, UFC 287. Alex Pereira versus Adesanya. Gilbert Burns versus Masvidal for okay. Wow, that should be a really big card. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Christian Rodriguez. Yeah, I know. They completely baited us on it for sure. Ugh. God damn it, man. They baited us. Kevin Holland versus Ponzinibbio. Yeah, they're really putting some names on that card. What is that? Yeah, is that UFC? I think I want to say it's Brooklyn, or if that is that UFC 288. Is there two? Is there two April cards? Because wasn't Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo supposed to be rumored for the April card? Let me look it up. Let me look it up real quick. They probably updated the fights real. I'll check Big Marcel in a second. UFC 287. Yeah, they have unconfirmed bout Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo. And then they have Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez. Where's this at? Oh, they don't actually have a venue for it, so it's not Brooklyn. And I don't even know at this point. So they have Sterling. Yeah, April 8th. Sterling and Henry Cejudo right now is an unconfirmed main event. They have Rob Font and Yanez, which was confirmed. We have Gastelum, Chris Curtis, which was confirmed. I'm surprised he didn't say anything about that. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Christian Rodriguez. Gerald Meerschaert versus Joseph Piper. Now we add Kevin Holland versus Ponzinibbio. Should be a fun fight. We add Jorge Masvidal versus Gilbert Burns, which should be really fun. I like that Gilbert Burns is being really active right now. And then, what else did I announce? Oh, Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya. So I reckon, I guess I'll just do a little bit of some quick picks real quick. Yeah, Big Marcel just posted Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya. UFC 287 to be available. I wonder where they'll put that. Because Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya, Brazil versus New Zealand. And then I guess it's not an actual area, but and then you have Jorge Masvidal versus Gilbert Burns, Brazil versus US. All these other ones are US though. It's mostly Brazil, I guess. So and then you have Ponzinibbio versus Kevin Holland. So I don't know where they're gonna put this card. Is Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo still gonna be on March, or I'm sorry, not March 8th, April 8th? No, I probably have to. Some of these people. Poor Burns has to fight way backwards twice. Like, bro, you act like he doesn't want that fight. Apparently he wanted a big fight, so. Yeah, so I think Alex Pereira might win again, in all honesty. I don't know if you've been seeing this or not, but it seems like Israel Adesanya is kind of like going crazy right now. I don't know if you guys seen his Instagram, but let me pull this up for a second. Israel. But Izzy's kind of going crazy right now. He has, if you've seen his photos that he's been taking, look at this. Let me put this off the screen. I mean, look at this shit. Oh, it's gonna make me sign in. But he's got like face tats now. I don't know if you guys can see this, but like, what the hell is that? He's kind of going insane right now. I thought he would probably handle it a little bit better, seeming that this is like, what, the third time he's lost to him? Well, I guess if you have someone that beat you in kickboxing twice and then came over and beat you in your sport that you want to be the best at, I guess that's kind of demoralizing for sure. But I think Alex Pereira might win this one for sure. I just don't trust Izzy. I think Izzy's kind of going insane now. I don't think he's in the right place. It sounds kind of weird, but I just don't think he's. Dana White started a live video. Okay, he's announcing it on Instagram. I think you can probably barely hear that, but. That's weird. I wonder. Let me refresh it. BMF title holder. Get out of here. I love Pont versus Giannis. That will be a fun one. I'm just looking at the Instagram right now. Okay, now he's going Perth card. I'm not buying tickets to go watch a fight in London, bro. Sorry. All right. All right, those are the fights. Let me check Big Marcel real quick. Yeah, he's slowly getting them together. Poor guy. So yeah, Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal on the card too. I got a little bit of flack. Did I put a Jorge Masvidal and Gilbert Burns early prediction out? I don't know if I ever did. Let me check YouTube Studio. I don't think I'm showing anything bad here. Let me pull it out real quick. Let me see. Masvidal versus Burns. I don't know if I necessarily gave an early prediction. I think I just went a little slower there. But honestly, I think Masvidal has a chance. Weirdly enough. I can say I don't trust Burns, but he's looked pretty good in his last couple fights. But there's something about Burns where he's hittable, and I think obviously Masvidal is going to be better on the feet against Gilbert Burns. But those guys don't move their heads at Kill Cliff at all. And I know I'm stealing a take from Guru, but it's literally a fact. They really don't move their heads. Maybe Chandler, he like bounces around, and that's more of his style. He like hops around, and that's why he gets so damn tired all the time. But they're really hittable on the feet. And I just don't know if like the power is going to be a problem for Masvidal from Gilbert Burns. But I don't know if Gilbert Burns can get Masvidal down. You got to understand that Kamaru Usman couldn't get Masvidal down. Only Colby Covington could get really Masvidal down and control him there. And he didn't even... Yeah, Chandler is very hittable. But, I mean, just like center line-wise, like they're not... With straight punches, you can hit a lot of the Kill Cliff guys. That's why you saw Fialho get destroyed by Matthews. That's why you saw... Who was it? Vicente Luque get destroyed by Jeff Neal. Burns is going to beat Jorge. You think so? I'm a little... I would probably have to look a lot more into that one, but... I don't know. I think Jorge has a solid chance in that fight. I think Gilbert Burns is hittable on the feet, and I don't think Gilbert Burns can get Jorge Masvidal to the ground. Even though he is pretty strong, like Usman couldn't get him down, but you got to figure that Colby and Jorge have been practicing against each other for years. So, although Jorge, you can't really submit Jorge on the ground either. He's really good defensively on the ground, has really good takedown defense. He's going to be hard to submit on the ground. And if this is a 3-round fight, I don't know. But, yeah, Burns has hands too. He does have power, but I think straight punches could definitely be his problem there. And I don't know. I think I'll probably go with Burns, but I would not be... If the betting line is like plus 200 for Masvidal, I'll probably put money on Masvidal. Because I think he has a really solid chance of winning the fight. I'm just going to be completely honest. And then we have... Adesanya versus Pereira. I kind of went over a little bit before I got distracted. Okay, UFC posted the video that they put on YouTube, but Adesanya Pereira. I think Pereira might win that, honestly, for a fourth time. I wouldn't be surprised. Adesanya has been kind of going crazy a little bit. I showed his Instagram a little, like, what the, like, the face tats. It seems like he's making a lot of excuses too. It just doesn't look good, in my opinion. Like, mentally, at least. Like, mentally, it's funny how easy he made it look against Matt. Yeah, for sure. 100%. I actually was not expecting that. Gilbert Burns' wrestling has gone a long way, for sure. Not a long way, but it's definitely improved. I was not expecting him to get Magny down that easily, especially with how big Magny is and how much taller he is, but he looked really, really good in that fight. I just don't know with a really good... Like, Masvidal has really good takedown defense. I think Izzy is going to beat Alex. You really think so? I don't know. I just don't think Izzy has the best mindset for that fight. I think he's kind of falling off the wagon a little bit. He's kind of losing it, in my opinion. I guess we'll see. A lot of people were saying, like, Izzy needs to use his wrestling. He needs to take him down. Izzy never took him down in the fight. He kind of just reversed position on Pereira, and he literally did nothing with it. He couldn't take down Pereira the whole fight. And I think it has to do with Pereira being just so heavy, and Adesanya is not even that big. So, I don't think wrestling is going to help Adesanya. I think, actually, if Pereira wrestles Izzy, I think he'll win it, 100%. I think he would probably be able to take down Izzy. I think he took him down already in that. He took him down once in that fight, I believe. And now Adesanya reverse position. we all know Alex got lucky last time because Izzy was on his way to beating Alex. He was controlling that fight. Alex just got that lucky come from behind KO. You really think so? Well, it was... I can't remember correctly. I can't remember if it was the first round or second round that Alex won, but then he got hurt in the second round or something like that. Or he got hurt in the first round, came back and won in the second round. And then he kind of got tired in that fourth round, which is why he lost. He literally didn't throw anything. But I honestly don't see the path. I don't know, it's hard seeing the path to victory for Adesanya to win this. Maybe he just doesn't let off the gas like he did. Basically, the funny thing about that Adesanya versus Pereira fight, Adesanya looked great in that fight until he started to go in cruise control like he does in all the other fights. And it took a guy like Pereira with the same reach and the same, like, a lot more power to take him out. Let's see, Alex damn near got knocked out in the first round, got saved by the bell. 100% correct. 100% correct. But I don't know. I just think, I don't know. I just don't think Adesanya is taking the loss well. I think it's a big mental thing too. 100%. But so we'll find out. I need to rewatch that fight again also. But the leg kicks from Alex worked. If he can touch Izzy a little bit more. I think if he wrestles, I think he beats Izzy. 100%. I don't think Izzy can take down Alex. I just didn't see it there, but I also want to know, is this Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo going to be like a co-main? Because they said the co-main was Masvidal and Gilbert Burns. I wonder if they're moving this fight. And then what other fights did they add? Oh yeah, Holland versus Ponzinibbio on that card also, which should be a great. This card is going to be really good. I'm super excited for it. They got some of their prospects on there, like it's a freaking Connor or a Madison Square Garden or like a December card. Let's see. It was supposed to be Li Jingliang fighting Jack Della on what card? This card? Because I think Jack Della Maddalena is on. I did hear the rumor about that, but for UFC 284, Maddalena's who's Maddalena fighting? He's fighting Randy Brown, right? Yeah, I'm actually happy that I don't really like Jorge as a person, but I think that's I don't know. It's just a weird matchup. I think it's just a weird matchup. I like Li Jingliang versus Jack Della Maddalena better than Randy Brown. Yeah, 100%. Li Jingliang, but honestly, I don't want to see Li Jingliang lose again. like if he loses, well, with Li Jingliang's power, I think it creates a very interesting matchup. But I think the UFC wants Jack Della Maddalena is their guy for sure. If they're putting him on the main card at this point, especially even though it isn't Perth, like that's their guy. It's not as prominent as like a Paddy Pimblett or a Sean O'Malley, where you can tell they're like slow rolling them and giving them good matchups. Like you can tell they're trying to build Jack Della Maddalena. Like he's still what, 27 years old or something. Let me check. But yeah, I don't mind. Li Jingliang would have beat Jack Della Maddalena by a third round TKO. You think so? Yeah, Li Jingliang's really tough, and the power, if he catches Jack Della Maddalena, it would definitely be worrisome. And Jack Della Maddalena's fights, he's gone out to punches in the third round and a rear naked choke. But I mean, if you look at some of these matches, Angelusa, he made Angelusa look silly. And Angelusa beat AJ Fletcher, who's actually like, he's actually like a solid fighter, but AJ Fletcher had his moments in there, but Angelusa looked really good. He did lose to Matt Semmelsberger. Like he's had a rough couple of fights. He's the Dustin Poirier guy, right? Dustin Poirier's, he trains with Dustin Poirier, I think. But yeah, AJ Fletcher has had an unfortunate matchups, but he made Angelusa like not that. He made Angelusa not look that crazy. I'm part Asian. I'm like a quarter. I think I'm quarter Asian, but 75% white. And like, I'm not gonna pull up my 23andMe, but that's most of it. I got like a bunch of mixtures of shit too. So, Pete Rodriguez. Pete Rodriguez looked good, but that was Mike Jackson though, so I won't go too far in there. But Pete Rodriguez looked absolutely destroyed. Mike Jackson looked really good there. Jack Maddalena kind of just destroyed him there. Beat Ramazan and Meave. These are all right. Sam Alvey, there you go. Beat Danny Roberts. He's just schooling these guys. Angelusa and AJ Fletcher, not AJ Fletcher. Angelusa and Rodriguez look like decent prospects. So, and he destroyed those guys. What else? Oh yeah, going into this one. So yeah, Masvidal has a chance against Burns, I think. It's just a weird matchup, in my opinion, but we'll see how that one goes. I'll probably still choose Burns, but I think Masvidal has a really good chance. But I might choose Masvidal. I don't know about that one. I think Pereira beats Adesanya. And then for Holland versus Ponzinibbio, I think Holland should win that one, but it should be a really fun fight for sure. Who else did they announce for that card? I think they announced another fight. It's weird, by the way, now that you bring up the Asian thing. I'm like 20% or whatever. Some people, I'm telling you, in the summer, I live in the West. A lot of people think I'm Mexican during the summertime. It's the weirdest shit. I can't explain it, but people think I'm Mexican. I just get really dark. Santiago has that power, yeah, for sure. They're both. I actually kind of want to see something real quick. I want to see what their reach is. I think they're both lengthy guys. Kevin Holland. I want to see what their reach is. What do we got? 81-inch reach. Oh, Kevin Holland will probably have longer reach, right? Probably like 4 inches of reach advantage. Okay. There we go. Guess I wasn't spelling his name right. Oh, 73 inches of reach. Okay. I thought he was longer than that. That's very interesting. But yeah, Ponzinibbio definitely has that power. Oh no, I might go with Holland with that one just because he's longer. For Jack Della Maddalena and Holland. Let me see something real quick. Because I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see how he looks against Randy Brown. Randy Brown's a super long guy also. I'm not going to say they fight the same, but they fight long. And Kevin Holland's just a weird fighter. And Kevin Holland's not necessarily like fast or anything. He throws like really good punches and really awkward shots that like land really well and has good power in his hands. But I feel like a Maddalena can definitely like. The weird thing about Maddalena is it's like he enters the Matrix or something when he freaking go. Like he just sees everything in slow motion, so he just goes. And I feel like he could really do some damage to Holland. But I think I want to see him against Randy Brown first. If he destroys Randy Brown, I think I would take him over a Holland. But I do think Holland does land a few good punches on him. I think we'll get to see the chin a little bit. But yeah, I think I would go Jack Della Maddalena for that. What else was I looking at? What else did he announce for this card? I'm trying to remember. Okay. Because I don't think Big Marcel's updated on us. Yeah, we know about that one. Kevin Holland, Ponzinibbio. Rafa Yanez. Yeah, this is going to be a great card. It's weird. This is like right before. This is an April card. And wasn't the rumor was... Oh no, the rumor is Oliveira and Dariush in May. I was going to say, if the rumor was they're on this card, that'd be absolutely insane. That'd be too much. So, what do we think Maybe they're moving Sterling and Cejudo to May then, I guess. Like, what other title fights are you gonna do? Let me see. I think they've done like all the divisions at this point. Okay. Guess they don't have it set here. UFC. Yeah, they haven't announced UFC 288 yet. Yeah, I'm upset too they didn't announce Ultimate Fighter either. It's yeah. I think they did that on purpose in all honesty. Chaos Williams versus Bedoya. Okay. It's good to see Chaos Williams back. He hasn't fought in a while. Who was his last fight against? I forgot who it was. It wasn't it who was it against? Randy Brown. We lost a split decision. I think I was at this one. Yeah. I think this one could have gone the other way for sure. If I'm remembering correctly. This was like the yes, cuz Cowboy and someone else. What was his name? Cowboy and whoever fell out of this card. Who was it? Cerrone and Lozon fell out of this card last second. So they moved. What was it? Yeah, they moved this one up to the main card. No SP and Shogun were in there. Jorge and Burns got bad blood too. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes. I don't know. Wait, what bad blood do they got? I'm trying to remember. I mean, they've been beefing for a year. I think it's been just Twitter beef, though. Let me check real quick. Because I know Gilbert Burns has been wanting that fight for a while. Look. Oh, wasn't Jorge getting mad that he lied about him or something? What was it? Probably some stupid shit. Yeah, but I don't... What are they going to do for Ultimate Fighter? Yeah, they kind of baited people in that for sure. I think everybody thought they're going to announce the Ultimate Fighter coaches. They didn't. My guess is they'll probably do it, within the next couple months. But I don't know what they're going to do. Again, like it easily could have been just them saving Conor's PR at that point. I'm not saving his PR, but Conor's PR along with the little accident he just had, but yeah. So it can't be Burns and Masvidal are definitely not going on Ultimate Fighter at this point. So it's either going to be Bilal Muhammad versus Colby on top, or it's going to be Conor McGregor versus a Chandler, or a Conor McGregor versus a Tony Ferguson. I actually think the thing with the... Oh, wow, this is going to be on CBS. Oh, yeah, that's right. The thing with Conor and Chandler, it's 100% Conor, I think, will beat Ferguson. But Chandler, I think Conor could beat Chandler if he has his timing right. But Chandler's just so dangerous on the feet with his power. That's the only thing. So I could see Conor not winning that matchup. But we'll see how that goes. We got Bader versus Fedor. Okay. Oh, this is... See, I only know a couple of these guys. I don't really... I watched the last couple Bellator cards. I just can't watch it, though. It's so bad. I'm not going to lie. I feel like it's only Bellator cards, too. Like, I can watch the PFL cards, even though they don't have elbows, which is stupid. Bellator makes it so hard to watch their cards. I literally don't know what it is, either. It's just, everything just feels slow. It doesn't even feel... Like, UFC, there's like a pace, you know? There's an energy. For Bellator cards, it's like completely quiet. It gets tiring. They're like super slow. I don't know if it's like the colors. I don't know what it is, but even, what was the fight that they just had? Sabatello versus, what's his name? Sabatello. Sabatello versus Stotts. Even that fight, they're acting like they're moving fast, but it looked really slow. I just don't know. Maybe the skill's not there. But this fight should be fun. I'll watch it. Bader versus Amelia. Well, what time does it start? It's on CBS. 6 p.m. Eastern time. And this is during the... Oh. Okay, so I won't stream during this time, though. I'll be here, like, all day. Okay. So I'll watch this before... Unless that's when the prelims start. Ugh. They don't make it easy on us, dude. I guess I'll watch the ending. I'll watch Evelyn versus Anatoly Tokov because I actually care about that fight. And I'll watch Bader versus Emelianenko. Emelianenko. I can never say his name right. I'll watch that fight for sure. But he has a pretty good record. 40-6 is absolutely wild, by the way. But I think Bellator just sucks at that point. But Tim Johnson, Quentin Jackson, Ryan Bader, he lost to. Won against Chael Sonnen. Beat Frank Mir. Lost to Matt Mitrione. Yeah. I think I might end the stream soon. So yeah, those were the announcements for today. We had... Let me see if they added it in here yet. We had Alex Pereira versus Adesanya get announced for UFC 288. Or I'm sorry, UFC 287 in April, with the co-main event being Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal, and Kevin Holland versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. With what else got announced? I don't know what's going on with the Sterling Cejudo fight. They might move that over to May. And then have... You can't have that be your main event, though, right? You can't have Sterling versus Cejudo. Wait, why does it show a double? Doesn't normally do that. But I don't think you can have Sterling Cejudo as your main event for May. And then you'll have Charles Oliveira and Dariush on that card, which is a great co-main event for sure. Or you could probably make that a 5-round fight, but I don't want to see Aljamain Sterling versus Cejudo as the main event of that card. And then we have Rob Font and Yanez on this card, which is great. Gastelum versus Curtis, which is great. Lupi Godinez, I like watching her. She's actually pretty good, but she lost to Angela Hill in her last fight. But Angela Hill is getting better. We have Joe Piper on the card. Who did they say? Did they say Ian Gary's on the London card, right? So he's not on this one. Who else did they know? I think that's it, right? Yeah. So, prospects, good fights on this card. Super excited for UFC 287. It should be absolutely built and tanky. Should be a fun card to watch and predict. And they're kind of building it up like one of those end of the year cards, or the, what do they call it? International Fight Week cards, or like a Conor card. Like they're building it like that. This is a big card. I think they want a lot of people watching this, which makes me think that maybe the next two cards, because you got to figure, what do they have? We had this last card, we had light heavyweights fighting. We had Jamal Hill didn't take that much damage either. So, I guess you could put Yuri versus Jamal Hill, maybe July. But we had a light heavyweight title fight. We have, what's coming up? We have the featherweight champion and the lightweight champion fighting. Who else do we got going on? I'm trying to go through the visions in my head. Welterweight champ scheduled for London card. We had the middleweight champ scheduled for the UFC 287 card. We have the light heavyweight champ just fought in January, but we might get that fight soon, I guess. I guess that's the one that could be coming up soon. We have the heavyweight title being defended in early March. And then women's division, we have Shevchenko defending. I guess Nunes got taken off that card, right? The UFC London card. UFC 280. UFC 286, right? Yeah. I think. Wait, or was it UFC 285? Okay, UFC 285. You have Shevchenko and Grasso, and then they pulled Nunes off from fighting Aldana. They're doing Aldana versus Pennington now. I don't know what they're thinking about doing for Nunes. Maybe they're setting her up to go in the cage for the Shevchenko bout. Maybe you can promote that a little bit for Fight Week, or International Fight Week or something. But this is March, so that would be a quick turnaround. I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. Maybe, I'm guessing Conor card in July. That's what it's got to be. Like, we have a card in May. They need a card for June and a card for July. My guess, International Fight Week for Conor. Maybe Conor versus Chandler or Conor versus Tony with Ultimate Fighter build-up. You can probably have Colby versus, at this point, unless they're still thinking Khamzat Chimaev, maybe that one could headline its own card. But Colby versus Bilal Muhammad could go under the Conor card. That would be a great press conference, by the way. Having both of them there, that would be absolutely insane. Or we can have like a Colby versus Khamzat as its own main event and then just fill it up with a bunch of guys under there. Do like a Ortega versus Topuria, and then maybe you do Ortega versus Topuria under the Conor card, and then put, what else do you put? You put Holloway versus who did they have scheduled for Holloway again? That just got taken out. They didn't announce it. Oh, Arnold Allen. You can have Holloway, Arnold Allen for that June card. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. All these title fights are super early, so we'll see how that goes. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys dropped in, I'd like to say thank you all for all the people who dropped in. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm probably just gonna do whatever, and maybe I'll do an early prediction and breakdown. I don't know, or maybe I can do it for the new fights just announced or whatever. But that's all I got, and then I'll drop the full card predictions on Sunday. I'll do prospects to watch. It's either Sunday or Monday that's getting posted, and then prospects to watch on Tuesday, and then some early prediction breakdowns. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully we get a tough announcement soon. I think that's what everyone was hoping for, since literally like 6 or 7 people announced that they're going to do Ultimate Fighter. But hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys all who tuned in. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. So thank you guys.